Here, I'm gonna do a thing. Hey guys, Choco here. I've got something special for you guys today. Gameplay of Rainbow Six Extraction. First off, huge thanks to Ubisoft for sponsoring the video, and there's a link you can click in the video description to pre-order the game. The game comes out on January 20th, 2022, starting at $39.99 USD, and one really cool thing they're doing is that if you buy the game, you can invite 2 friends to play with you for free across any platform for 14 days. Super cool. Now, I do want to let you guys know that the gameplay here is part of a preview demo build that I got the chance to play off stream, so this is not final gameplay. I'm going to talk a little bit about the game, and then at the end of the video, we'll watch a round I played without voiceovers so you guys can get a good feel for the game. Extraction is a 3-player co-op experience where you and your team have to progress through maps while fighting alien bad guys called Archeans and completing objectives. One cool thing is that the enemies and the objectives for any given map won't actually be the same every time you play the game. Here we're playing Monolith Gardens, which is one of the New York City subzones. And as you can see, we have 3 different objectives: triangulation, nest tracking, and rescue. And they all have different amounts of experience. Also, below you can see we have a parasite mutation. For us, it's sprawl overflow, which means Archeans produce sprawl as they move. As you're watching some of this, you'll see sprawl on the ground. It's like a gray, gooey-looking substance that the Archeans give off when you kill them or when you kill a nest. And it slows you as you walk through it. You can shoot it or you can melee it to get rid of it, but this just adds an extra challenge to this map because as Archeans move around, they're just going to put sprawl all over the place. And there are a ton of enemy types. I got a chance to see some, but there are a ton that I didn't get to see. The maps are roughly 3 times the size of Rainbow Six Siege maps, and there's also another mode I'm excited about called Maelstrom Protocol, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. And speaking of Rainbow Six Siege, while watching this, I'm sure some of you are wondering what about the similarities between Rainbow Six Extraction and Rainbow Six Siege. And one of my favorite things about the game so far is that it uses everything that was great about Rainbow Six Siege in my opinion, and it brings it to a new title with completely new gameplay. You have the same gunplay, movement, leaning, destructible terrain, smooth performance that you had in Siege, but now it's in a PvE co-op experience. And you also play with a roster of 18 operators, and they have what you would expect for gadgets and equipment, which you unlock as you progress through the game, and you can equip with your loadout for each given map. One thing I also noticed is they do have the Rainbow Six Siege recon drones in the game. So different playstyles can be accommodated. You can go in loud, guns blazing if you want to, or you can go stealth and use things like the recon drone or Pulse's heartbeat sensor to kind of go quiet. And there are takedown kills, so you can go for stealth kills as well. The game can be pretty challenging. Here I'm trying to complete our MIA objective and end up getting owned by an Archean. You can revive down teammates, but once you're KO'd, you have a stasis device that activates and it encases you in sort of like a cocoon. And once you're in stasis, a teammate can then carry you, if they want to the extraction point and get you out. If they do, your operator does not become MIA. Instead, they're just injured. Injured operators need time to heal, so you have to choose different operators for the next incursion. And MIA operators need to be rescued through the in-game objective like I was just trying to complete. I actually really like this aspect of the game because it creates a sort of roster management system and it encourages you to try new operators rather than just play 1 or 2 repeatedly over and over again. And another thing about extracting is that you can choose when you want to or don't want to extract. So here we're going on to the next subzone, but if we wanted to, we could have gone and extracted. It really depends on, how much health you have, if you have teammates that are MIA, how many gadgets you have, what your ammo looks like. So you really can make a decision about whether or not you want to push forward and get more and more XP bonuses and rewards, or if you want to just extract and go on to another incursion after that. Now, let's briefly talk about Maelstrom Protocol before getting into some raw gameplay. Here I'm playing as chocoTaco, one of my favorite operators from Siege. Maelstrom Protocol is a much harder mode. There are a lot more objectives to complete. I believe this one has 9 subzones to get through, and they are much more challenging with even tougher modifiers. You might notice here that the sprawl is green instead of gray, and that's because there is a modifier here that makes it so the sprawl damages you if you touch it. This mode excites me because it's going to be updated regularly, and I love that. You'll notice here that there are set operators to choose from and a set time limit to try and get as high of a rank as you can. After the time expires, a new combination of maps, operators, and modifiers will be released for everyone to challenge themselves with. It's not a DLC, it is part of the game's core content. Super excited to jump back into the game on January 20th, but for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of a run my group had in Maelstrom Protocol.
dormant nests and set auto-trackers on them. React needs the latest data on the parasite's ecosystem. It keeps changing, and we need to keep up. Nests are there. Tag them with auto-trackers.
Auto-tracker activated. Auto-tracker activated. Auto-tracker activated. Auto-tracker activated.
We can't map out the underground system. That'll have to wait.
Maelstrom Protocol status. Airlock enabled. Parameters restored.
Get medkit. Cover me. Reloading. Time for some serious Vital signs. Reloading ammo. Dropping off.
Airlock sequence initiated. All personnel to airlock immediately. Airlock sequence. Subzone transition in effect.
Mutation detected. Toxic sprawl in hot zone.
Arc spines allow the enemy to adapt, even regrow carapace. It's some weird ecosystem feeding relationship. Locate those spines. Located an arc spine. Set the charges and guard the site until they detonate.
Impact grenade out! Impact out!
inbound. Defend the site.
Moving.
The enemy is trying to get to the charges. Can't let that happen. Damn Archies are attacking the charges. Take them out. I don't like how Archie's can adapt so well. He can still fight them off.
Stasis foam activated.
Ground team is down.
Hope you
Change your
guys
priorities.
enjoyed the video
Next
and the
mission in the
gameplay.
rescue.
Huge thanks again to Ubisoft for sponsoring the video, and don't forget to click the link in the video description to pre-order the game.